What's up, dudes? X-Core here for ReFragNation with a first impression of Bloodborne. Now, Bloodborne is, it came out Tuesday. I know I'm a little late getting this video up. I was a little late getting the game, to be honest, but I'm having so much fun playing this game. I've been playing it live over on twitch.tv/ReFragNation. You can also watch that live stream on our website at ReFragNation.com. Like I said, I'm a little late with this, and I usually do a first impression live. I do the commentary live, but if I were to do that, you'd probably hear me yell and scream, and the game is really hard. It's a lot harder than the Dark Souls series, but there's a lot of similar comparisons to the Dark Souls series. It is from Software and Japan Studios, who have created the Demon Souls, as well as they also have their hand in the Dark Souls series. And I'm going to compare it to that, but it is a fantastic game. The game does look beautiful, for one. Graphically, it's one of the best looking games I've seen in a long time. And as far as the comparisons to Dark Souls 2 goes, it does, it does control a lot like Dark Souls. There is some differences. You don't have a shield in this one. Apparently you can find a shield, but it's shitty. But there are other things you can do. Your main way to parry is you have to shoot the enemies at a certain time, and then they'll go down, and then you could almost like backstab them. It's a really neat animation. I really do enjoy it, but it is a little bit complicated to get the hang of, especially with different enemies. Some of them it's obvious, some of them it's not. And then the controls, it does handle a lot like Dark Souls. I mean, you got your left and right bumpers and triggers. Well, I'm sorry, L1 and L2 and R2 and R1 and whatnot. And then also you have your main weapon and your pistol or your blunderbuss. But one of the big things is with Dark Souls 2 is you have shield, and circle strafing is, it's a viable defense. Circle strafe until you have your opening, or block until you have your opening. You can't do that in this one. You have to be more agile, you have to be quicker with your dodges. And another big thing with this in comparison to Dark Souls 2 is that Dark Souls 2, a lot of times the enemies, they wouldn't all start attacking at once. They'd take their turns, which kind of sucks. It makes the game a bit more easier. This one, you can just turn the corner, and the first words out of my mouth is, how about you take me to dinner before you fuck me like that, game. It does get very, very difficult. I have about 3 hours in. I literally just took the first boss down. You're going to see it in this video. But that has not deterred me from this game. I was talking to one of my good friends. I've played video games with him for years last night, and we were both playing. We were both streaming on Twitch. And it was just a lot of fun to sit there and play and talk to him. And he made a comment of, you get killed a lot, and then you're at a 10, and you're really mad. But then those long loading screens, which yes, loading screens are an issue right now. But From Software has come out to say that they are going to be releasing a patch for the long loading screens, so that'll be fixed in the near future, hopefully. But one of the big things, like I said, is you're at a 10 and you're really angry, and you get that long loading screen. And then you're at about a 9.5, maybe an 8 if you're lucky. But it didn't deter me from putting the game down. I'm having so much fun with this game. You do have to pace yourself. You can't go, like, sometimes in Dark Souls you could just run around and just destroy everything. I haven't come across a time when I could do that in this game. Also, farming does seem to be, a huge thing you should be doing in this game, where you go back to Hunter's Grove, or whatever it's called. You come back and all the enemies respawn, and you could farm souls, and you could also farm materials like blood vials is how you heal yourself. Molotov cocktails seem to be very beneficial to have. Pebbles are good, so you can separate enemies and whatnot. It is a lot more tactical than Dark Souls 2, but I'm still having tons of fun with this game. I highly recommend it. If you don't have a PS4, but you're a fan of the Dark Souls series, this is definitely worth buying your PS4 for 100%. It's getting really good reviews across the board. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Once again, my name is X-Core for ReFragNation. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more in the future, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And once again, I hope to see you in the next video. See ya!